Hi, my name is Laura. I just wanted to say thank you for stopping in today. I thought it would be a little more personal to do a video along with this post today and save you the time of reading. So anyways, this last week I was able to spend studying the book of James, and I really enjoyed my quiet time in the morning with God and being able to dig His Word apart. I always approach God's Word as though God breathed, and it's just like having a conversation with Him, and that really has helped our relationship and my prayer time, because it can be a little intimidating sometimes. But anyway, that's how I do it, and I'm just going to share a couple things with you from my time last week in the book of James. So the first chapter starts off, and it's talking about trials and temptations. And it was just perfect because we all need that reminder, because we all either have gone through trials or going through trials or are going to be going through. So it's just an encouraging word for you that the first chapter, verse 2, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of any kind, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance." This was so encouraging for me, and I don't know what's gonna be this next year with my husband being in the Navy, but we're gonna face separation, and this is good for us. It's good for our marriage just to have that time apart, and we grow in that time. And God always is able to use those times, just different trials that we face, to help us build a better character in our marriage, if that makes sense. Anyways, I've really been learning how God gives generously in this last month. He's blessed me with a mentor who's just a huge blessing, totally out of the blue. Didn't even see that one coming, but she's been such a blessing. She is amazing. So I love that God has given me her. And I have a little quick story that the 2 weeks ago, I had to go through clothes that just didn't fit anymore, and they were from high school, and I'm like, it's time to get rid of them. So I was able to go through them and get rid of them, and then I was left with what's in my closet and my drawers, and I was thinking, right now it's not in our budget to buy new clothes, and I'm going to need new clothes. So I was just kind of struggling with that, but I decided, all right, I will just pray about it. So I did, and that next Sunday, my friend Beth, she gave me a box of clothes, and they were really nice, and I just couldn't believe that, just exactly what I prayed for, when I needed it, and they fit me, and it was great. So anyways, that's just an encouragement for you that, don't not ask God for things. He's very generous, and the book of James it talks about that, about how He will provide, and just don't forget to ask Him. So, sorry, there's the next thing that was really good, sorry about the pause, that was really good for me, was in chapter 3. It's all about taming our tongue, and how sometimes you're kind of like, how can out of the same mouth that I, sing praises for God, I'm also, evil comes out of it. And, I found that with Darren sometimes. Maybe I'll be short to him, or I'll be kind of grumpy, and the next minute I'm on my blog, and I'm writing, and I'm praising God for something, and I just found this so appropriate that God, just laid into me about this one. And it was kind of hard to read, but I felt like my toes were being stepped on, but it was a really good thing. And my prayer lately has been that God would just put His hand over my mouth, and that whatever's going on inside of me is going to come out. So God's going to change us from the inside out, and that's through time spent with Him and growing and learning from Him. And so I just wanted to share that with you. That was a really good thing this past week. Sorry, and there's this other thing. Sorry, I'm not very organized in this. But in James 5, verse 13, it says, "Is any one of you troubled? He should pray." And I think sometimes, for me personally, I always go to friends, or I call a family member when something's going on, or I tell Darren first, and I vent there and try to get encouragement there first, and whatever it is. But this had really encouraged me to pray first, to go to God first. If I'm facing any type of trouble, He already knows, yes, but He wants to hear it. We're in a relationship with Him, and He wants us to trust Him and know that He's there for us. So that was a really good reminder for me this last week. There were so many great things about the book of James. It's definitely not even touching hardly any of it. But I hope that maybe you will be encouraged to read it yourself, and Alright, well that's about it. I hope that you're having a great day. Bye!